Hello, Riverside County Bar Association. This is Mike Gouveia. And as a bonus to my article on the new homestead exemptions, I'm going to give you a little bit more about when Jenny Doling and I had our interview. So I would like to introduce Ms. Jenny Doling. She's a California certified bankruptcy specialist. She practices in the Palm Desert area, but she's a national figure for bankruptcy. She's involved with the NACBA, National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys. She's a board member, and she and several other people in California were the people that pushed through the new legislation. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
You are welcome. So let's get right into it. What is this new California homestead exemption going to be all about?
So the basic overview, oh, my phone, sorry. Does that mess us all up?
Nope. So what's the basics on this new homestead exemption?
So the basic history on it is that in 1978, California enacted the homestead exemption, and it was meant to cover the median priced home in California. Unfortunately, the home prices in California far outpaced and quickly outpaced the median home price. And we've been trying to deal with that for several years, SB 308 back in 2016, and that did not get passed. So when Senator Wieckowski reached out to us and said he was proposing this bill, we kind of got our little stakeholder group together and really did a grassroots effort to get this over the finish line. The basic to this homestead is that we are getting rid of the extremely low, outdated homestead exemption and replacing it with a median priced homestead exemption that will vary based on your county, what county the home is located in. So the floor, the minimum homestead exemption will be $300,000 and the maximum will be $600,000. $600,000 may seem like a lot, but if you own a house in San Mateo County, the average price is $1.4 million. It's probably not going to be enough to cover that home unless you've got a significant mortgage on there. So that's one of the things that our effort is to try and get that passed. And in Riverside County, we're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of about $420,000, and it takes effect January 1st, 2021.
Mm-hmm. So how do you see this impacting your practice?
Well, I can tell you in the last 2 years, I went back and pulled my consultation folders for people that I could not help. And 72 of those were cases that now I may be able to help because of the homestead exemption increase. Meaning prior to this homestead exemption, they had too much equity and they would have lost their home. It would have been sold out from underneath them had they filed a bankruptcy.
And have you been telling your new clients about this new law?
Yes, left and right, we are telling them. and one of the things, you kind of hear right now, a lot of people are saying, oh, bankruptcy filings are down. How is that possible in the middle of a pandemic? Well, I think it's just logistics because the homestead exemption going into effect January 1st, and we've had some stimulus money, has held off some of the bankruptcy filings, and I would expect to see those skyrocket in January.
Very good. Very good. So what can you tell a new bankruptcy practitioner, somebody that wants to get into the field? What would you tell them to do?
About the homestead or just in general?
In general.
In general, I would really encourage them to join NACBA, be a NACBA member. That's the National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys. I've been a member since 2004. It's by far the leading educator for consumer bankruptcy attorneys and has really great programs. Number two, get a mentor. You really need to know what's going on in the division and districts that you file in, and I think that's very important as well. You have to know that there's local rules, there's the bankruptcy rules, there's case law, you look to the state substantive law, and then you also have judges' preferences, and you've got to be able to adapt to all of that, and you've got to know where to find that and what to look out for in your area.
Thank you, Jenny. And one final thing, if our members of the Riverside County Bar Association have bankruptcy questions or have clients that need bankruptcy, are you open to telephone calls and consultations?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been utilizing Zoom now for 6, 7, going on 8 months, and it works out really well. We do Zoom, we do telephonic appointments, and I'm always happy to answer a question. One thing I think I would like to see a lot more of is civil attorneys reaching out to a bankruptcy attorney for a consultation at the beginning of litigation, not at the end when the money's all dried up.
Absolutely. Well, Jenny, thank you. Thank you for the interview, and I appreciate you being open to this and also contributing to the article.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. I appreciate being here.
So for that, I'm going to close off our interview.